Presidential candidate on a UDF ticket, Musalia Mudavadi, who took his campaigns to Bungoma County, stood his ground that while his UDF party was open to negotiations with other parties, he would not negotiate himself out of the presidency. Mudavadi took issue with the failure by the Immigration Ministry to roll out identification cards for youths with waiting cards in the wake of the voter registration exercise scheduled to begin Monday.
Hii wizara ya Mheshimiwa Otieno Kajwang, tungependa atoe statement kirasmi, ajulishe wa Kenya ni vijana wangapi ambao wamefanya application ya identity card na bado sasa wanaambiwa wangoje na watu wanaanza kusajili kupiga kura sahihi.
And Narc Kenya's presidential candidate Martha Karua hit the campaign trail in Nyamira County. Karua did not mince her words on the need to prioritize reforms should she be elected in March next year. Speaking at the finish line of the Keberigo 10-kilometer race, which she flagged off, she likened the sportsman's spirit to one that she says politicians need to adopt, either win or lose.
I'll be tough on discipline. I'll be tough on maintaining the rule of law. I'll be tough on reforms. Kama tungekuwa tumemaliza police reforms, pengine yale yanatokea haingekuwa inatokea.
The Alliance Party of Kenya has cut its political relationship with the TNA party in what is turning out to be a sour separation. The APK, commonly known as Bas Party convener Kiraito Murungi, says the negotiations between the two parties came a cropper after what he terms as insincere motives from TNA. Despite denouncing any affiliation with the party moving forward, it will still back Kenyatta's bid for the presidency. An announcement that sent some legislators from the Mount Kenya East region allied to TNA on a tell-all offensive over the sour collapse of the coalition negotiation.
It has now become obvious to us that TNA has not been negotiating in good faith. The so-called negotiations were merely a cover-up of ill motives, political intrigues, and underhand deals intended to weaken and fold up APK. We've been betrayed, we've been humiliated, and we've been stabbed in the back, not once or twice, but many times.
That APK has been demanding a 50 share of government in the positions that TNA is likely to get, because when you find members coming with a condition like you must clear our outstanding bills in terms of staff salaries, in terms of rent, then we realized that this was not a political negotiation that was based on shared values, but a negotiation that was finally becoming too commercial.
TNA's presidential flag bearer Uhuru Kenyatta continued his tour of Narc County, taking his campaigns to Kilgoris, where he sought to sell the coalition agenda between himself, Ruto and other leaders, even reaching out to Wiper's Kalonzo Musyoka, who has since ditched the G7, and UDF's Musalia Mudavadi.
Mimi sitaki kutafuta uongozi nikiwa peke yangu. Mimi nataka tutafutane na wakina Ruto na wale wengine ambao sisi zote tunafikiria pamoja, tuunde serikali pamoja, tuunganishe wa Kenya. Si mungefurahi sisi kama tunaweza kufanya kazi na viongozi wengine? Tukiunda serikali na viongozi hawa wengine, wakina Ngilu, wakina Ruto, si wakina Wamalwa, hata wakina Musalia na Kalonzo, waje tufanye kazi pamoja.
Elsewhere, Prime Minister Raila Odinga has urged Kenya's younger generation with better education exposure to actively participate in the country's affairs to enable it achieve ethnic diversity, as has done Malaysia. Odinga, who is in Kuala Lumpur, says radical reform to the country's education system is the key to attain a developed status.
There needs to be some kind of flexibility in training systems or methods, so that you can be able to match the demands of the market. This is one thing. That's why the word innovation here rings it's like music into my ear.
Odinga will receive an honorary doctorate from Lim Kok Kwing University Saturday. Jacque Maribe, Citizen Weekend.